Hey guys, time for another behind the scenes video. Thought I'd update you on what's going on and what has been going on. Are they the same thing? Kind of. What's going to go on and what has gone on. This is why I use a script. Anyway, well, next Tuesday we have our live stream. So you'll probably be watching this video on, well, it'll be Thursday Australian time. Hopefully I'll get this up a few hours after I finish recording it. So next week, next Tuesday, at probably the regular time, which is around lunchtime local time, Tim will be coming to my house again. We will have our live stream. I'll try and make some notes and things so we have some interesting topics to discuss. If there's anything you guys would like us to discuss on the live stream, ping me on the Discord or the Patreon community tab and I'll make that happen. So we've got the live stream coming, then we'll do 3 Q&As again, so 2 of the YouTube comment Q&A things, and then we'll do a Discord Q&A. If you are a Patreon member and you're not on Discord and you haven't got access to it, and you should have access because I think it's the $2 tier, I should know this. Anyway, just send us a message and Tim will give you an invite and that'll get you in there. So that's what's coming up there. As for myself, what I'm working on, I have a really interesting box cooler comparison, another box cooler video, just what we needed. But this one should be quite funny, bit entertaining. I'll be comparing the Intel and AMD box coolers, and for the first time we're really able to do that with a CPU accurately, because the new ASRock Mini ITX X570 board has Intel mounting location, so you can put the Intel box cooler on that. So I've tested that on the 3600. The cooler is quite boxed in on that board, so what I've done is, because you can't install AMD coolers on that board, so it's a space saving thing, so I've made like a cardboard box thing that goes around the Spire coolers to emulate the kind of constraints they have on that ASRock board. I'll throw some B-roll up in or I probably already have, because editing, Steve will take care of that. But anyway, that should be a pretty cool, interesting video to see how Intel's metal compares to AMD's. Then I've also got, a lot of you guys noticed I used the 3800X for that boost clock investigation that was up the other night. Now I've got a 3700X versus 3800X video coming up on Saturday. So that'll be in a few days' time. So that's a video. Then next week I should have the next part of our X570 Verum thermal testing. I'll definitely have that, because I've only got to test the Meg Ace Gaming, so the MSI motherboard, and the Gigabyte Aorus Master. That's been heavily requested, that board. It is a good board, obviously. And they'll be compared to the ASRock Gaming X and the Crosshair Hero Crosshair 8 thing from Asus. Also next week, I will have a 38 game comparison at 1440p and 4K as voted by you guys. I'll mostly be focusing on 1440p anyway for cost analysis and all that sort of stuff, but there will be some 4K comparisons as well. Obviously all the 4K data. But anyway, that'll be using the PowerColor RX 5700 XT versus the MSI RTX 2070 Super. So I'll be doing the 2070 comparison first. We may do a 2060 comparison later because they're sort of the same price tier. We'll see how we go with that one. But yeah, that should be an interesting video. Then probably early next month I'll do a top 5 best X570 video, which will cover different price categories and whatnot. And then I'll update my top 5 best CPU and GPU videos as well. And those picks will obviously hinge on some updated 38 game comparisons that I'll be doing. So that's all the stuff that I'll be doing over the next week to 2 weeks, I suppose. So I'll be pretty busy. There might be some other stuff in there, but anyway, that's the meat of it. Tim's obviously got plenty of good content coming. He's looking at NVIDIA's new sharpening stuff, their anti-lag stuff. There'll be a few monitor reviews in there, of course. What else has he got? Oh, he's doing a 1080p budget build, so that'll be good. I think that's coming up in about 2 weeks' time. So, as usual, plenty of content to keep you guys fed with tech stuff. There wasn't really anything in particular I wanted to talk about in this video, just update you guys on what's going on. There's a few discussions I want to have, like the AMD boost clock stuff, how important it is, what I think's coming in the future there. But I'll probably save that for the live stream rather than just talk to the camera about that. I'll talk with Tim about it with you guys live. So I'll save that for the live stream, I suppose. And yeah, there's not too much else to discuss really. So I'll probably leave it at that. Just a bit of an update video really, nothing too exciting. But yeah, weather's been pretty bad here, very loud, very windy, which is why I can't really often do the decibel comparisons with things like coolers. It's just too difficult. Like right now it's blowing quite heavily. The mic may not be picking it up, but sometimes it is quite loud. Anyway, actually speaking of my meter, I've got it here. So I just use, what is that? So it's saying about 42 decibels in the room, which that's my noise floor, which is not great. It is, like I said, quite windy outside, so that won't be helping, but it's not a really great meter. The thing is, I don't really know what meter to buy because they sort of go from crappy cheap ones to stupidly expensive, and I can't find anything in between, and not an expert on those. But if anyone does know a bit about those noise meters, then yeah, let me know. I'd spend up to probably $1,000 on one. And yeah, eventually I'll be building on site a new studio, which will be fairly well soundproofed, significantly better than my current office, and I'll be able to do that testing. But anyway, I think that'll probably do it for this one. Yeah, hopefully you guys didn't mind this update, and I'll be speaking more directly with you guys on Tuesday for the live stream. But anyway, thank you for all your support on the channel. It helps immensely. Every last dollar really does help because it's great using the Patreon money to buy hardware so we can do testing. I've just got a mountain of X570 motherboards, so that's been great. I have to buy some 5700 XTs. And then when Intel finally brings out new processors, if they do sample us, it'll only be like the flagship models, and it'll be, you know, the engineering sample CPUs. So things like Core i3s, Core i5s, we have to purchase those. And again, we'll use the Patreon money. So thank you very much for that. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. See you next time.